Welcome to Echoes of Vinca. Today, we're going on a journey through time, no time machine required. Did you know that the Vinca culture, one of the oldest in Europe, is still present in modern Serbia? And we're not just talking about ruins and museum artifacts, but living elements that still pulse within Serbian identity. So, stay until the end, because we're about to discover together how this prehistoric civilization continues to leave its mark on our daily lives. Section 1. The Vinca culture, a prehistoric gem. Let's start with a little context. The Vinca culture developed over 7,000 years ago in what is now Serbia and the Balkans. Yes, 7,000 years ago. To put that into perspective, while Egypt was only beginning to dream of building pyramids, the people of Vinca were already creating an advanced society with sophisticated pottery, rudimentary writing, and get this, an economy based on trade. These were the influencers of prehistory. One of the most impressive aspects of the Vinca culture was their early mastery of metallurgy. We often think metalworking came much later, but the Vinca people were already working with copper, making them pioneers of their time. This gave them a significant advantage in tools and ornaments, marking the beginning of knowledge that would be passed down for centuries. The question is, how is it possible that such an ancient civilization is still alive in Serbia today? Well, the answer takes us on a journey through Serbian art, architecture, language, and even traditions. Section 2. Art and symbolism from past to present. One of the most evident legacies of the Vinca culture is its art. You've probably seen those ceramic figurines with human-like shapes and almond-shaped eyes, almost alien-looking. These statuettes, many of which have been found around the Belgrade region, have become a symbol of Serbia's prehistoric identity. Now, take a closer look at Serbian folk art. In traditional embroidery, architectural symbols, and even modern ceramics, you'll find geometric and stylized patterns that look remarkably similar to those found on Vinca pottery. It's as if today's artisans are channeling the spirit of their ancestors without even realizing it. Additionally, many Vinca artifacts include female figures that seem to represent a mother goddess. These representations persist in many forms in Slavic and Serbian iconography, where women and fertility have been central elements in popular beliefs. In Serbian Orthodox churches, you can find geometric decorations and symbols that resemble Vinca carvings. Even in contemporary Serbian fashion, some designers have drawn inspiration from these ancient patterns, incorporating them into modern fabrics and accessories. Who would have thought something so ancient could become trendy? Section 3. Language and the possible Vinca script. Now for something even more fascinating. Archaeologists have found tablets in Vinca settlements with inscriptions that some believe could be the oldest form of writing in the world? Yes, older than Mesopotamian cuneiform. It's not 100% certain that they were a fully developed writing system, but the possibility is mind-blowing. And here's the interesting part. Modern Serbian still contains words that could have very ancient roots, possibly linked to the Vinca era. While it's difficult to draw a direct line, some linguists believe that certain structures and sounds in the Serbian language may have been influenced by those distant times. Additionally, some magical expressions and superstitions in Serbian folklore have parallels with beliefs that may have originated in Vinca culture. For example, the significance of protective symbols and rituals associated with nature. Section 4. Beliefs and rituals. Echoes of the ancestors. Serbia still celebrates many festivals and rituals that recall ancient pagan traditions. For example, the custom of lighting bonfires during celebrations like Avandan St. John's Day, or certain practices related to fertility and harvest. Coincidence? Not at all. Many of these rituals resemble those of the Vinca people, who worshiped nature and had a deep connection with the cycles of the earth. Some female figures from Vinca culture have been interpreted as fertility goddesses, and this type of representation is still common in some Serbian folk beliefs. See what I mean? It's as if these ancient goddesses are still whispering in modern culture. Another interesting detail is the way household altars are built in some rural Serbian areas. These small spaces dedicated to saints or household protection are very similar to what could have been a family shrine in Vinca culture. Section 5. Influence on architecture and daily life. Another proof of the connection between past and present is architecture. In some Serbian villages, traditional houses retain a style reminiscent of prehistoric Vinca dwellings. Simple structures with thatched roofs and natural materials like clay and wood. But it doesn't stop there. The way Serbian rural communities organize their spaces echoes how the ancient Vinca inhabitants planned their settlements. It seems that the tradition of centering homes around communal areas has persisted for millennia. Another striking aspect is the craftsmanship in wood and ceramics, where geometric patterns seem to be taken straight from the Vinca era. Serbian markets are full of pieces that, although modern, evoke that ancient past. Even in gastronomy, some cooking methods and the way certain dishes are prepared may have extremely old roots. Cooking in clay ovens, for example, is a practice that dates back to ancient civilizations in the region. Conclusion: the past lives on, so there you have it. The Vinca culture is not just a forgotten chapter in history books, it's a living presence in modern Serbia. From art and architecture to beliefs and language, the legacy of Vinca still beats in the heart of Serbia. Were you surprised to discover how many aspects of daily life could come from a civilization over 7,000 years old? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this time-traveling adventure, don't forget to subscribe to Echoes of Vinca, because here we continue to explore the secrets of our ancestral history. See you in the next video.